Hey folks, welcome to Market Intraday Analysis by InTheMoneyStocks.com, your leaders in pure technical analysis, avoiding all that Wall Street hype. Today, Friday, October 23rd, 2009. Well, folks, here we sit. Market down on the day, which is somewhat a surprise to many individuals, however, not to me, and I will discuss why. Very interesting market day today, primarily because the Amazon earnings were just blowout. Take a look at Amazon today, up $23 on the day. That's very, very solid for tech. In addition, Microsoft coming out this morning with earnings and blowing away estimates. It is off the highs, as you can see, but still up $1.77, which is a huge move on Microsoft. Capital One coming out with earnings up $3.30. American Express, not so nice, down about 73 cents on American Express on earnings. But bottom line is, the majority of the earnings were very positive. In addition, you had very, very solid news on the home building sector with the economic news we got out at 10 o'clock today, Eastern Time. Now, what does this all mean, folks? Well, the markets initially were looking to move higher on this news, and I'm going to go back to the intraday SPY and discuss it a little bit. So today the markets did gap up, but if you recall, and this is something that I went over in the chat room today, is when everything else looks bullish, especially when you're into a master level, and you guys know, even in the free videos I've said this to you guys, we're into a Great Wall of China, and I've coined that term to signify the levels that we have isolated at InTheMoneyStocks.com to really tell you where the master levels are of resistance, and sure enough, it continues to hold. Yesterday, beautifully enough, come right up to this little, and you can see it. It's the green/white line right here. You touch it, you pull back. Here it is. We gap up into it, and then that's all she wrote, and then you go down. The key level here, the master level, again, the 109.68 to 110.34 level continues to hold on an intraday basis and continues to signal weakness. Now, it doesn't mean that we're not going to break through it at some point. Again, whether or not we do, we've isolated that for our premium subscribers, and they're going to know that. They're going to be on the cutting edge of that. They know what my positions are. They know what my entries are, and so forth. But again, you have to know your levels on an intraday basis. And I show you guys the intraday charts here, but this is more so just to show you what we can do. On the nightly charts, on the nightly videos that are 40 minutes in length, I go over all this in-depth, major stuff, folks. Major stuff. But again, look at how this market opens up right on the master level that we have told about. There's no other company out there. There's no other financial guidance player out there that has said this. This is the stuff hedge funds paid hundreds of thousands of dollars. And our hedge funds, again, thank us very much every day with these levels. But in any case, you can see right there, right to that level, down it goes. Yesterday to that level, down it goes. All right, and that's what she wrote there. As you come down to the 200, you bounce, come down, break the 200, right to this yellow trend line. You can see this yellow trend line was a key one from the lows yesterday on a technical basis, sloping up. Sure enough, you pause there. Once you break that level, that's when the market was going to come down. And I talked to the chat room about this. I said, guys, this yellow line is really the key to the breakdown to this market. And sure enough, look, you close below it, confirm it, down you go. Where do you go? All the way down to this pivot low. See this pivot where we pulled back? That's the pivot low. There I initiated a scalp play. Up it goes. Market, look at the market move off of that. And again, a lot of the chat room players made literally thousands of dollars on that play going long right at that point. There was also another call I made at that exact second, which was ExxonMobil to go long based off this double bottom right down here. And look at that. Look at the move on Exxon that off of the long call. And this is all stuff that goes out to the intraday guys. Obviously, the nightly guys get the daily levels. What daily level are you looking for? What master level on the daily chart, on the 60-minute chart, on the weekly, on the monthly? Where do we project the market? That's all in the nightly videos. The intraday stuff continues to be on the intraday stock chat. Now, in any case, folks, great calls there. But let's go back to the SPY and really divulge here what we're seeing in the afternoon. First of all, you have a couple interesting scenarios going on here. Number one, the fall was tremendous. And that's amazing. And not only is it amazing that we saw this fall, guys, today off of the earnings, but it's more amazing that you've seen some key things going on. The dollar, for instance, gapped up and actually went higher, and that pushed the market down. But as the dollar fell, you still saw the market coming down. And that's something we talked about in these free videos and to our premium subscribers a few days ago that was happening. And you're starting to see where you have a little disconnect between the dollar here, where the dollar falling is not necessarily pushing the markets up to the same extent it used to be. And again, you couple that with the Amazon earnings, with the Microsoft earnings, with the Capital One earnings, and this market, you would have thought, the average amateur investor would have thought was going to be up. And I got those exact same questions in the chat room today. No doubt about it, folks. Those same type of questions did come out, and basically what we talked about was, guys, just be careful here, because remember, the players like Goldman Sachs, like the big hedge funds out there, the BlackRocks, the you name it, those guys, They're all about maximizing their profit. And the way they maximize their profit is to make everyone think that everything's hunky-dory and then reverse it on a day when you think the market would be up. That's exactly what the market does. It's psychological, folks. It really, nitpicks at you in that psychological way. You have to be aware of that. So this morning, a lot of people said, well, are you going to look to go long? And I said, sorry. On the gap up, I said, I can't. And there's too many reasons why I couldn't do it here. We're up to a master level. That's going to be a major level to hold. Sure enough, it does hold. All these levels told me downside, downside. And as you came down, then the scalps were just plentiful every which way. Beautiful scalp there, and etc. all the way long. I think there were about 3 or 4 scalps so far this morning for a 4 for 4, 100% average again on the scalping points where we were calling them out. So in any case, that's how you have it today, folks. That's where you're sitting right now in the day, during the day trading day, in the intraday stock chat. And again, even for those of you that aren't day traders, it's almost worth it to be in the chat room just for an hour a day or 2 hours a day to see what we do. We teach as we go over. We analyze the markets play by play, constant stuff, and that all is priceless, folks. It's literally an hour of consulting, actually 9 hours, 8 hours of consulting a day all month for $199.99. And even if you can only go in an hour a day, it's probably worth it just to get a sense about what the market's doing. In any case, guys, obviously, bar none, you needed to be on top of things going into the nightly videos in the Research Center. Everything in that Research Center price list as well. All your key levels are given out on your daily where the market will go the next day. And so far, again, spot on in regards to the master levels. The Great Wall of China continues to hold up, and it's just been fantastic in that realm. All right, again, we hope to see you. Watch a couple key levels here. I'll quickly go over them. Your level here on resistance is right here. See this? You have a 50 moving average 20 necktie plus this orange trend line. That's right at 108.70. That will be a good resistance level, folks. If this market moves up into that, there should be resistance. If you get above that, this is where you're going. 200 moving average right here. 109.20 to 109.30. That will be your level on the upside of resistance if you get through this point. Downside, you can see the blue line working well. You pulled back a couple times into it. Now you're moving up beautifully. Now, again, you can see blue line is at 108.35. If you take out that, you're going to go to 108.10. And then below that, you're going to go possibly down to 107.90 and then down to the lows from yesterday at 107.60 to 107.50. Those are your levels. But again, look at the market. It's going right towards this resistance. That will be resistance. Mark that on your charts, folks. That will be resistance, and then this up here if we continue through. Now, keep in mind, late Friday volume, oftentimes light. Therefore, the market generally has a slight upside bias. You can see good volume this morning. What happens when the good volume's here? The market sells off. Light volume, look at this. Light volume right here. Market slowly floats up. Just the nature of the beast, folks. You got to learn it. Watch out for Monday. We'll talk to you again in the nightly video tonight for those of you that are premium Research Center subscribers, and we'll give you all the rundown of what this means, what this could mean. But still, the Great Wall of China holding true, our key master levels that no one else out there has, holding true beautifully. We'll talk to you soon. Take care.